Shiv, if I can take this to you, what's happening in Afghanistan with the Taliban fast approaching, the kind of war crimes that they've carried out, human rights atrocities, the world is left helpless. And that's what we wonder. How did no intervention come in time? How did this happen so seamlessly for them to finally capture the entire country today?
Well, the fact is nothing has ever been seamless in Afghanistan, Nabila. The US has been making noises about a withdrawal since as far back as the first Obama administration. So, nothing has ever been predictable in that sense. It's not as if the people of Afghanistan could be expected to have a plan B, knowing what was going to happen in the weeks and months ahead. Geeta is absolutely right. As far as the political decision making has been concerned, the fate of Afghanistan has always been external. It's always been with the United States. It's been with Russia before that. It's been with some of the Central Asian countries before that. The Afghan people have never, I repeat, never had control over their own political legacy. Either it's been in the hands of external powers, or it's been in the hands of the Taliban, or it's been in the hands of a scattering of, former warlords turned politicians. So Afghanistan in many ways has never really been in control enough for the people to ever really know what they need to do. Right now, the voices that have been coming in from Kandahar earlier, from Jalalabad before that, from Herat before that, and now from Kabul, all suggest precisely the same thing. The inevitable has hit like a tornado. The people are finally sort of making their peace with the fact that the Taliban might be returning to power. In fact, that's definitely going to happen. If you look at the images from even right outside Kabul, and we're the only channel reporting from right outside Kabul suggests. Remember, I think it's important to remind our viewers, Nabila, that the current situation in Afghanistan has been on for the last 2 decades. It's sometimes, difficult to believe that it's been 2 decades since the September 11th attacks. September 2001 is when the World Trade Center was attacked. October 2001 is when Operation Enduring Freedom began. That was the US invasion of Afghanistan. When they entered, their operations expanded. It's been 2 full decades of, this external power controlling things in Afghanistan in some sort of manner or the other for 2 decades now. And now suddenly the plug has been pulled by the United States after, the US administration had been making noises still from as far back as the Obama #1 administration. And therefore, the people of Afghanistan never really had a chance to, plan ahead. The plight of the women in Afghanistan is always exponentially more than men. I'm not trying to make a comparison, but even during the best of times, post the 1970s, the lot of women in Afghanistan has been horrific. It's been absolutely horrific. They've been oppressed, they've been raped, they've been murdered, they've been imprisoned. The kind of special laws against women there are unspeakable. And now, after 2 decades of sort of almost a semblance of some kind of freedom to do what they wanted, with the possibility of things getting better, now they see the horror of the return of the Taliban facing them once again. It's not imaginable for people like us, Nabila, to actually think that they need to make peace with the fact that everything that they lived for 2 decades now, hoping that their struggle would end and things would get better, has all come crashing down. The Taliban is going to be coming back. They're going to impose Islamic Sharia law. This is a group that's been accused of war crimes, and things are only going to get steadily and steadily worse. So all that stuff about the Taliban saying we don't want to harm people is bunk. It's complete hogwash. This is a terrorist group that has been responsible for war crimes, and they will commit more war crimes, mark my words.
Absolutely. Even at this moment, while they say that they do not want casualties, we hear the Afghan administration now explicitly saying that they're hearing gunshots echoing through and through as they approach Kabul. Ashraf Ghani, the president, all set to step down. Shiv, Geeta, please do stay with us. I'm going to cut